everybody. Welcome back to Coffee and the Tea. So glad you decided to stop by. And if you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. Thank you for giving me a second chance or a second look. And if you're a subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. We are spilling tea on Mr. Jonathan Majors today. We're spilling tea on Miss Rihanna today. And we're also gonna have some tea on Celine Dion. And of course, we're gonna have our regular segment of stupid people doing stupid stuff. And it is a doozy. And I say that every time because it seems like people continue to do so much stupid stuff. Oh, yesterday, you remember yesterday about the woman who we're hoping that had a miscarriage and tried to flush it down the commode at at an IHOP in Kentucky. But this one is even stupider than that. All right, let's start with Mr. Jonathan Majors. All right, I think I got this off of people.com. I think all my articles came from people.com today, and it says Mr. Jonathan Majors to receive a Perseverance Award at Hollywood Unlock Impact Awards. The fourth annual Hollywood Unlock Impact Awards has announced its honorees, and it will be presenting Jonathan Major with the Perseverance Award at its Los Angeles event on June the 21st. The award, per the organization, is given to individuals who have shown that no matter what adversity they face, they will continue to aspire and inspire. It comes after Majors was convicted of reckless. He was convicted of reckless assault in the third degree and harassment in December. He was sentenced to 52 weeks in-person domestic violence uh, intervention program in April. Majors has made a handful of public appearances in the last few months, walking the red carpet alongside his girlfriend, Megan Good. But an acceptance speech will likely see the actor make a rare public comment about the last year, with charges stemming from an incident with his girlfriend, Grace Jabari. All right. I'm looking forward to that, and I will try to report back to you on that. What he says in his speech. I am a Jonathan Majors supporter. I was not a Jonathan Majors supporter at first because, of course, I believe the alleged victim at first, but then the video came out and it was right there for everybody to see. Alvin Bragg, who is the district attorney in New York, who just um, successfully prosecuted Donald Trump, did a good thing there. But in this particular incident, he did not. I don't see how he brought charges and pursued a conviction against Majors after seeing that video. And if you hadn't saw the video, I can show it on here. Probably I would get a copyright strike if I did. And that's one thing on my channel that I will not be doing. I would not be showing videos or anything like that. YouTube and Facebook and all these social media sites have really gotten really cracked down on any kind of copyright infringement or anything. Any little thing. I saw one of my favorite um, TikTokers who was just crying because she had lost her account on Facebook because she ran a 10-second clip of the superintendent that was in Wisconsin that this father pushed him out the way and didn't want him to shake hands with his daughter. She did that 10 seconds and then just, I mean, it was the catalyst for her to lose her page. So I won't be showing anything like that. I would just be telling you about what's going on. I will refer you to the Google machine and tell you what you can feed into the Google machine and find it. So what you can do is feed into the Google machine uh, Jonathan Majors video, Jonathan Majors and his girlfriend's video, and you'll see for yourself. It clearly, this man is literally running away from her. The only thing I saw him was trying to get her to get back into their shared ride vehicle. And if that's called DV and harassment, I don't know what is. The driver of the shared vehicle said that he from his point of view, he said he never looked back to see, but it sounded as if she was hitting him in the back seat. He then proceeded to get out of the vehicle. She followed him. He then tried to tell her to get back in, trying to direct her, trying to move her back into so she would not follow him. Then he got out of the vehicle and started to run away from her, and she ran after him. She then found herself, I guess, at a bar or something like that. And I guess she said her boyfriend had left her or something. I don't know what conspired between her and these other people, but they said that she didn't seem like she had any kind of injuries or anything like that. She went into the bar, had a drink, and stuff like that. She woke up the next morning. He was not there. He stayed at a hotel, and she then called the police. And then he was unable to file charges against her because she had filed charges against him. And Alvin Bragg picked that up. And then the best he could do is third degree DV. Third degree, that's the lowest that you can get. And harassment, and ruined this man's career. He was part of the Marvel cinematic universe. He was in a lot of he was just really up and coming. He was starting to really build his career. He had become very a hot commodity in Hollywood, and this just stopped it in its tracks because, of course, Hollywood would overcorrect. He does not deserve to lose his career. He needs his perseverance award, and I hope he does actually persevere. Because if that's the case, everybody is, I mean, what can you do? When you have a conversation or something like that, if I put my hand on your shoulder, is that um, DV and harassment? Trying to direct you to get back in a vehicle, and because you can't come with me, you can't, I don't want you following me, I don't want to be in your presence right now. I mean, it's just crazy to me. So I'm so happy that he is going to get this. I look forward to what his speech, his acceptance speech is going to be. I hope he addresses it, and I hope he really, really um, speaks from the heart. And I hope people's heart are open to what he has to say. He seems like a good dude. Um, Him and Megan Good are in love. You can clearly see that. They're very, very beautiful couple. And I just wish him well. I wish him well, and I'm glad that they're recognizing him for his perseverance. Okay, all right. Moving on, we're going to talk about Miss Riri. Oh, by the way, this is Jonathan Majors, if you don't know. And so we're going to talk about Miss Riri. You notice the outfit she got on? Okay, this is the outfit she wore to her launch party for Fenty Hair Care. Okay, and let's see. And this was Miss Riri coming out of her apartment. I mean, I think coming out of some building. I think it was after the launch party. You notice what she has on, right? The coat. All right. And this is Miss Riri prior to her launch party. You notice the positioning of the purse? Okay, let's talk. It says Rihanna joked to E! News she was even more specific when talking to Entertainment Tonight. She says, I'm not pregnant and I'm not retiring. It was just a dress that was gifted to me, and I just thought it was pretty, so I wore it. She says she's working on new music, and her quote about being pregnant. She said, "I am not pregnant. If that's what you're asking," she told the outlet. It's her business. It really is. It's her business if she's pregnant or not. It's her business if she's gonna retire. Rihanna is a billionaire. Okay, she gets to have it her way, and I hope her hair care um, products really, really sell. Just like I want Beyonce's hair care products to really, really sell. I want everybody to be successful. What can I say? I'm that kind of person. I'm a girl's girl, so it's good to see girls doing well. So, but I don't believe her. I don't believe her about the pregnancy part. Now, the new music part, who knows? Um, You've been waiting for this album for a long time. I mean, come on. She gave us a little taste with the Black Panther soundtrack, but I don't know. I don't know. But it's her prerogative. I guess she thinks she owes something to her fans, and maybe she do owe something to her fans. But I think Rihanna is pregnant. Okay, I'm gonna say it here. If I'm wrong, I'll come back and say I'm wrong. I was wrong. But I really think Brianna is pregnant because what's the problem with what's going on with the big clothes? And I think and the reason I say I think she's pregnant, I think she wants to announce it on her own time. She likes to do an announcement and, let it be great when she is ready. So I think it's just a matter of time. And she's also said that she wanted a little girl, and I believe her because when Riza, I think that's his name, the last little boy, when he was born, he was dressed all in. She dressed him all in pink, and I was like, is he a little girl or is he a little boy? So I know she wants a little girl, and I hope this is a little girl because I truly, fully 100% believe that she is pregnant and she's just not ready to let everyone know that. And that's her business, and I'm okay with it. I'll just sit back and wait until she gets ready. But I'm going to say, I said so. I said it. I said it. I'm going to absolutely say that I said it because I'm standing 10 toes down on the fact that I believe she is. And hopefully we will get some music. Maybe maybe she is gonna do an album. We hope so. But she is doing so well without music, and I understand. She's focused on her family, and and her Fenty is doing blockbusters. So more power to Miss Riri. I love her, and but I believe she's pregnant. I believe so. All right, let's talk about Miss Celine Dion. I watched the interview that Hold a Copy did with Celine Dion, and it's an hour long, and it was on NBC, but you can catch it on YouTube. All you have to do is put in Celine Dion, Hold a Copy, and it'll come up. And it was so interesting. Celine is such a beautiful person, her spirit. And somehow I knew she was like that, you know. And the things that she has gone through in the last 17 years is mind boggling. She lost her husband, she lost her brother. I think she lost her mother too. And she developed this what the word I'm looking for, but she developed this disease. I'll put it that way, because sometimes words get stuck in my mouth. And like I said, the more you come by to visit, the more you'll find that that happens quite a bit. Neurological disease. That's what I'm trying to say. It's called stiff body syndrome. And one person in a million get it. That's how rare it is. And it started with her 17 years ago, and she did not know what it was. And the doctors didn't know what it was because it was so rare. And so she just was dealing with that. She said that the spasms, when she would try to sing, it was like somebody was choking her. And she said, this, that you can have spasms so intense that you can actually break a rib. That's how hard the spasms come. And she said she was taking Valium for it, and she had got to the point where she would take 20 milligrams of Valium, and it had worn off in 10 minutes. 20 minutes. It was gone. So she was on this high level of Valium, and she was still working, 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 working. She would get them to lower the key that she was singing in order to continue to sing and grind. Her husband died. She continued to sing and grind. She never stopped. She did her Vegas residencies and, just amazing. She just said she felt like she had to be this superwoman. And then the pandemic hit. And she said that's when she had the time to think, to try to figure out what is going on with me. And they finally came back with a diagnosis of this stiff person syndrome. And she's been dealing with that. And she has a documentary coming out. It's called I Am Celine Dion. I think I Am Celine or I Am Celine Dion. uh, that's coming out, and it's going to follow her through the whole journey of this, because she was doing a documentary about herself when this thing first started. So we'll get to see it from the beginning to now. But she seems like, in the interview, she seems like she's doing so good. She's doing a lot better. She said that they really had to tweak with her medicine, and but she's doing so much better, and she sang a little bit in there, and she sound good. She sound like Celine, which is great. And she said her kids was really scared that she was gonna die, and they had recently lost their dad. So and she's the only parent that they have. So it's just really bad. You look at people and you say, oh, she's beautiful, she's talented, she's She's famous, she's all these things. I wish I could be her. But you don't know what's going on with people behind the scenes, what they're going through. That's why it's always to appreciate who you are. Yeah, Miss Celine, she's coming back, and Hoda asked her, "When are you coming back?" And she said she looked over to, I guess, her manager, and she said, "Can I tell him?" And he said, "No." She said, "I can't tell you." So she is coming back, and so it's so wonderful, and we love her. I love that for her. I love the fact that she's coming back. I love that for her, but I love that for us too, because we get to enjoy her music. I see. I'm an old head. I remember when she was singing the Titanic theme when the Titanic first came out. Oh my goodness! I cried. I cried. I cried when Jack died. Oh, yeah, she had to let go of Jack's hand. Rose had to let go of Jack's hand. Anyway, all right, that is all that I have for Miss Celine. But check out her interview with Hoda Kotb. You can see it on YouTube, like I said, and also you can check out her documentary. I am going to watch the documentary. I want to know. I want to see it. All right, it's time for stupid things. No, stupid people doing stupid stuff. All right, and oh, wait a minute. I wanted to show you a picture. I had to make this cut. This is Celine with her husband. She had a really, 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 really old husband. I want to be messy, just a little messy. Let me be a little messy, little messy. That's her husband, and those are the two baby. I think one of them is something and Eddie. I forgot the name of it. Nelson and Eddie is the two little boys. And this is her older son. He's 23 now. The older one is 23, and the two babies are now 13. Okay, I'm gonna show you an updated picture of them. Updated picture of them. All right. Can you believe that they look like this? Can you see? I know it's a glare from my blinds, but okay. The one with the red shirt, I think his name is Renee. I think that's his name. And the two twins are Nelson and Eddie on flanked on either side of them. I'm finna be messy. You shouldn't have, my grandmother said you shouldn't have babies by old men because the children come out being old looking. Is it me? Does her oldest son look like he's 23, but he looks like he is well into his 30s and smelling 40. And the two 13-year olds look like they are well into their late 20s. Am I tripping? Go in the comments and let me know if I'm tripping, but just a little mess. I was gonna be a little messy. But when I saw that picture, I was like, oh my goodness. Those kids look old. They look as old as she does. Wow. Okay. Let's get to stupid people doing stupid stuff. After I've been messy about Celine. Forgive me, y'all. I love Celine, but I had to be messy on that one. I did. When I saw that, I was like, are you kidding me? Let's see. Where is my? Give me a minute to find it. Okay, I found it. This is about an Oregon dad who was sentenced. He was just sentenced. Here he is. Here's Mr. Stupid for the day. Can you see him? Yep, that's him. It said, why are Oregon dad sentenced for drugging the smoothies of his at his daughter's sleepover? And he said that he did it. So it's not maybe he did it or whatever. He said he did it. He's confessed to the fact that he did it. Uh, an Oregon man who pled excuse me, I'm doing it. An Oregon man who pled guilty to drugging smoothies he prepared for his daughter and three of her friends. So he not only drugged the three friends, he drugged his own daughter too. All age 12, little girls, at a sleepover has been sentenced to 2 years in prison. According to the local Oregon newspaper, 57-year-old Lake Oswego, I guess that's the community he lives in, residents, Michael Maiden apologized as he entered a guilty plea on three counts of causing another person to ingest a controlled substance stemming from the August 2023 incident. Incident. He was not charged for drugging his own daughter. I wonder why. He should have been. He stood accused of slipping benzodiazepine. I cannot say. I'm just gonna say benzos, okay? Um, I'm gonna try it again. Benzodiazepine. Pin. I don't know. I don't know a lot about drugs, so forgive me for that one. But I know they call them benzos in their mango smoothies. Okay. He's three victims and two of their mothers were reportedly in court to hear for the hearing and asked the judge to impose the longest sentences. This is what one of the mothers said. I am disgusted by the look of your face and your actions and all that you have done. You are horrible. And I know this is one of the little girls, and I will always hate you for that, for what you have done, one of the victims said in court. We were taught the adults are people that you can trust, people that you can go to when you need help and when you're scared. Yet adults are not people I can simply trust anymore. Isn't that sad? The mother also let Maiden have it when they gave their own statements, with one of them telling the father, you played Russian roulette with my child's life. And he did. And he did. She is barely 5 feet tall and on a good day 70 pounds soaking wet, and you overdosed her. He could have killed those kids. He absolutely could have killed his kids. And he said that he was just over, how did he put it? He was over obsessed with getting them to go to sleep because he felt that he had to go to work the next morning or he had to go to work. Come on now. Do you believe that? I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a minute. He was obsessed with them going to sleep because he wanted to do something to those little girls. And he gave it a lot of them to them. Gave them a lot of that drug. And that's what that was about. I think he is a quietly a sex offender. I really do. And I think that that's what it was all about. And if you know, he wanted to do what he wanted to do to them, and they slept through it and wait, and so they couldn't tell on him. And I bet this is not the first time he's done something like this. But he is going away for 2 years, which I think he should go away even more. And I hope the people that's in prison find out what he did so they can deal with him, because they don't, even inmates and criminals have a code of conduct, and they don't like people who hurt children. And that's why um, SOs are afraid of going inside, or they have to put them in protective custody when they go inside, because they deal with them, and they deal with them the way they need to be dealt with, the way I feel about it. Because if you hurt a child, come on. And this man, he could have actually killed these children. He could have killed these little girls. Look at him. You can tell by his look that it's something more going on with him besides being real stupid. Now he is stupid because he wouldn't be in stupid people doing stupid stuff. But it's also something else going on with him. Well, all right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed everything that I brought you today on Coffee and the Tea. And if you did, please think about subscribing and becoming a part of my tribe. And give me a thumbs up to help with the old algorithm. Because, of course, it still has its foot on my neck. I think I'm getting used to it being on my neck, though. No, I'm not. I'm not getting used to it at all. All right, y'all. See you next time. Bye. Bye.